Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video, which is going to be my updated curly hair routine. It is super easy, and let me tell you, a lot has changed since last time, so I hope you enjoy. This is the before, and yeah, she's frizzy. Straight out of the shower, I am detangling my hair, splitting it into two sections. I have already detangled in the shower with conditioner in. This is the only time you should brush your hair, when your hair is wet or with conditioner in, to avoid breakage. But I'm just brushing it out so that I can evenly apply all of my products. The first step is to apply an oil. So this is just an argan oil that I get from Tesco, but I always apply an oil first, and this is because an oil is actually going to make your hair healthy. It's not like a leave-in conditioner or a mousse, which is going to give you the appearance of your hair being healthy. It's actually going to help your hair get that moisture back and be genuinely healthy. So I'm just raking this in, and then I'm sectioning off the top of my hair, ready to apply my leave-in conditioners. I section the top bit up just because it's easier to work on two sections this way, and I also style the top of my hair a little bit differently. The first leave-in conditioner that I'm going in with is the Blueberry Bliss Curl Cream, and this is just from Amazon, but this is my favourite leave-in conditioner I have ever tried in probably about 8 years since I started caring about my curly hair, maybe even more than that. So I go in with quite a lot of it because it is a lightweight product and it has got a lot of slips, so I'm just raking this in. You want your leave-in conditioner to have a lot of slips so that you avoid any breakage, so that it's easy to apply, and so that your curls are genuinely getting moisturised and you're coating all of them. Once I have finished raking it through, I'm then taking my fingers and I'm squeezing down my hair. I can't really describe what I'm doing, so hopefully you can see effectively what I'm doing, but you want to take your fingers and just glide it down your hair while squeezing, and what this is going to do is it's going to smooth down your cuticle of your hair. Now, I don't think I've seen a lot of people do this, if any at all, but this genuinely helps with frizz so much. It's going to help with definition as well, because you're applying tension to the curls, which is going to create curl clumps, and it's really going to help with the definition because it is smoothing down that cuticle. For my second leave-in conditioner, this is again from Amazon, and it is from ORS Curls Unleashed, I believe, and this one is a lot thicker and it's a lot heavier, so I don't go in with as much, and I'm also really not as specific about applying this. I kind of just whack it on. As you can see my face, I look so unimpressed, but it is really good. It's very strong, but I just don't go in a lot with this because I still do want to keep a bit of volume. On to sectioning for the styling. We are going to use the flip section method and the brush technique, which I was introduced to by Sophie Marie Curly, and my life has changed since using this. I used to do finger coiling, which I have a little bit of beef with, I'm not going to lie, so I will be making a video on that soon as to why I stopped doing that, because my routine is so much better, if I do say so myself. So for the back section, I'm just splitting it into its own section and then doing horizontal sections, taking my brush and combing the product through my hair first. This is going to make sure that the product is evenly distributed, and then what you want to do is take the brush, pop your finger on the edge of the brush to create a lot of tension, and this is going to create the curl clumps, and they're going to be super defined and super just curly, so springy, so coily, and super defined. So this is another clip of me showing you how to do it. You take your brush, take your finger on the edge of the brush to create the tension, and just literally brush it through your hair. It is so easy and it creates the best results. So I'm just doing the exact same thing over the whole of my head. When I get to the front section, which I will show you in a second, I do it slightly differently just because these pieces don't tend to curl up as much, so I really want them to kind of get the most tension that they possibly can, so that they can kind of spring up a little bit more. Because I bleached my hair probably about 3 weeks ago now, my curls are still kind of recovering from the bleach, and I would say that they're very healthy, but the curl pattern is just not quite back yet. So these techniques that I'm doing with the brush is also going to help you guys with that if you do struggle with your curl pattern from any damage. So moving on to the top section, I'm just applying the leave-in conditioners again, both of them on the top, and I'm also detangling it. I don't know why, but the top of my hair always seems to get a little bit messy by the time I get round to it. Maybe it's dried out a little bit, I'm not sure. So I'm just applying both leave-in conditioners, and then we're going to use the flip section method. So we're going to take our fingers at the top and just create horizontal sections. Do the same method with the brush, so it's still the brush styling method, applying the products, brushing them through to make sure that they're covered on every single strand, and then we're again holding the brush in our hair, taking our fingers, applying some tension. And for this section, I kind of do a little bounce at the top. What this is going to do is, if you can see here, look how much volume there is in my root. If you're just like brushing your hair down, you're not going to get this volume, and you're also not going to get any curls at the root. So please try this if you do struggle with this at your root, because it's really going to help. So I'm just doing this on every section. And then I'm splitting my fringe into a middle parting, and then splitting these little sections into two again. Take a shot every word I say, every time I say section. So this brush styling bit is just going out to the side, and then at the front I'm doing that a little bit more specific technique again, where I'm twisting the whole brush round. It's kind of like when you when you curl your hair with the straighteners, and it's just going to apply the tension again, create those juicy curl clumps, because this is my fringe, like my fringe pieces, and I want these to be super curly and super defined. Moving on to step number 4, where I get to show you my favourite product ever. This is the John Frieda Curl Mousse. Now, I used to... Sorry, what an idiot. I used to use a gel for probably about 6 years before moving on to a mousse, and I would strongly recommend a mousse to you guys, especially if you have thin hair, or you want more volume, or you don't want a gel that's going to be really thick and weighing down your hair. That's what a gel is going to do, whereas a mousse is going to lock in all that moisture that we've just applied. It's going to create the curl cast, and it's going to get the curls as juicy and as defined as they possibly can. Look at the difference. Look at the left side compared to the right. And it's got to be down to the mousse, because I scrunch my hair after applying my leave-in conditioners. So it's not the scrunching that's doing this, it's got to be the mousse. Honestly, it is the best product. If you take anything from this video, it is to try this mousse and to switch from a gel to a mousse. It might not work for everybody, but it has definitely changed my curl routine so much. It makes my curls last, I'm not going to lie, probably about 5 days until I want to wash my hair again. And then flipping my hair upside down and just scrunching again, just because I want the back section to also have that moisture, and I also want to get my hair off my scalp for a little bit of volume as well. This is what my hair looks like when it's wet after all of the styling, and then I leave my hair to air dry for about 4 hours. I then do blow dry it a little bit, just because quite frankly I'm sick of waiting for my hair to dry at that point. But then I'm taking the oil and I'm getting rid of the cast. Now, you don't want to scrunch if you want definition. You can scrunch a little bit after, but first you want to take an oil and glide your hands down your curls to get rid of the cast. This is not going to give you any frizz. It's going to create those soft, smooth curls that you want, but if you're going straight in with scrunching, it's going to cause frizz. It's going to cause the friction, and it's not going to look cute. You're going to get little flyaways, and that's not what we want. Also, applying an oil at this stage is going to give that shine to your hair, and it's going to make it look really healthy, even if it's not. And then taking my hair upside down again and just creating a little ponytail with my hands, just to make sure that that oil is all over, and I'm then just doing a little shake, a little scrunch at the root to again get a little bit of volume. I'm not too concerned about volume. My main goal is definition, because I get volume throughout the week as the curls go on. But this is the finished results. Honestly, these aren't my best results, because like I said, my curls are still recovering from the damage of bleach at the moment, but this routine is honestly my staple now. I am obsessed. So I really hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.